from the third dimension.
3D Newsbite.
Hello, this is Adolf. Welcome to Newsbite Podcast. I have with me Jake.
Howdy.
And today, this podcast, we're talking about the new trailer for Soul, Disney Pixar animated film, now releasing November 20th. Jake, we just literally watched this a minute ago. What are your thoughts on it?
It was really sweet and heartwarming.
I agree. One thing to note, this trailer, I did not see anything of the afterlife in it, right?
Yeah, this is the Black Lives Matter trailer.
So I agree with you. I just, Soul being such a thing about afterlife, it seems like this should be like the season, the first trailer for it, or it should have been in the first teaser trailer, but we're just getting it now. This just went up on June 27th, 2020. We're recording this on June 28th. So yeah, it looks nice. Definitely looks very pretty. The colors and just how the animation.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't that Samuel L. Jackson narrating the trailer?
I don't know if it was, but yeah, we get a big.
It wasn't normal trailer guy speak.
Yeah, I think it's the main character of Soul talking.
Oh, he was talking, but there was like a narrator, and to me it sounded like Samuel L. Jackson, maybe, but I'm used to him screaming more.
No, this is Jamie Foxx.
Damn, it didn't sound like Jamie Foxx. I guess I'm so used to seeing Jamie Foxx in character that I don't really know what his voice sounds like.
So, yeah, this new trailer, it looks really beautiful, very touching. I think it might be ironically delayed for a good reason, and it might be more impactful when it comes out than it did when originally was supposed to.
Yeah, they captured a zeitgeist they didn't know existed, probably when they started making it.
Well, I think a lot of people knew it existed, but were afraid to speak out. Probably a better way of saying it.
Yeah, I never thought I would, even in my day, I would see statues of Columbus being torn down and Andrew Jackson, and people questioning some of the real racist emancipation statues, and not forcing kids in film school to sit through all 3 hours and 10 minutes of Birth of a Nation.
Wow. So Soul was supposed to release on June 19th, which would have been about 10 days ago from record date. But due to the pandemic, it's now delayed till November 20th. And it looks beautiful. I'm wondering if the reason why this trailer, part of the reason if they're doing it because of Black Lives Matters, they're releasing the trailer now, or only releasing the parts where the main character here is alive. The name Joe Gardner is the main character that is acted by Jamie Foxx. If maybe there is some backlash.
I don't think they want to create a backlash. I don't think America right now wants to see a trailer for a movie where a black man is killed.
I guess, or maybe I was thinking backlash toward the whole afterlife scenes, because those scenes look so different from this part of the movie. It's a very, very different kind of things. The parts where he's a ghost and he's in the afterlife just really look zany, and the parts where he's alive is quite delightful. So
yeah,
and
I think they didn't want to. I think they just wanted to create a nice, warm moment, heartfelt moment. I don't think it's very representative of the entire movie, but I think it's representative of parts of the movie, and when we eventually see it, we'll know. But hey, it looks beautiful, and I've been if it actually gets screened, I think it's probably the shoe-in for best animated feature if it actually gets released this year.
Now, how much of the living world do you think is going to be in the movie? How much of it is going to be in the afterlife?
Oh, I think probably most of it's going to be in the afterlife.
Because the one worry I have about this is is the premise long enough? Because I could imagine this being a really excellent, 15-minute short. And, first 7 minutes are the life of this character. And then the next 7 minutes are the afterlife. And bada bing, bada boom, you're done. And, you get your everything in there. So how to make this into a 90-minute film, I'm kind of a little bit worried about, especially with Tina Fey. I like her a lot, but all the trailers we've seen of her in it, she's so wacky. And it's just a real tonal shift.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to keep Tina Fey's character.
I think so. I think they just, like you said, they just want to show a nice, sweet moment in this character's life.
Because off the top of my head, I do not know if the little girl character she's playing is supposed to be a child of color or not.
So on here on Wikipedia, it says that Tina Fey is a soul that's trapped in the great before. So I guess she wasn't born, or it wasn't born, or Z wasn't born. I don't know what to...
Oh, that's a controversy we haven't really had during this apocalypse. Oh yeah, let's trigger the abortion debate.
So yeah, and this ghost is actually has a dim view of life. So it's supposed to be an inspirational kind of movie, and
it seems like a TikTok kid.
Yeah. I mean, I understand it's a cartoon, and Disney wants to have toys for cartoons and Pixar, but it's so wacky, so out of left field when the rest of the movie is such a, or at least the rest of these alive scenes are so touching, so dramatic, so wonderful.
Yeah, and I also noticed that it was Disney and Pixar.
Yeah.
It's like Disney wants to step in on this and go, hey, we did this too, even though I thought they were more separate.
So, yeah, Soul, apparently released in November 20th, 2020. We shall see if that date gets changed. But right now, I'm expecting it to stick. But who knows how the world is in November. All right, Jake, that's going to be it for this.
Bye.
Bye. Before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, Kano3D and Mr. Bengal 5 for your financial support on patreon.com. So that's going to be it for this podcast. Thanks for listening. You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D. Links are in the info box. If you want to send us listener mail, our email address is email3dortwo@gmail.com. Thank you for either listening or watching this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.